Okay, so let's start. Make sure you have your Microsoft Office 2013 and up. So let's clear your screen. As you can see, there's no developer tab yet. So I'm going to activate the developer tab here. Click File, Options, Customize Ribbon, Developer. Okay, so the developer tab is activated now. So we do have here the label, the text, the command button. So now, what we're going to do today is about the call-based programming. So which means, oh, sorry, I'm going to remove this. So we're not going to um, use command button to operate the program that we have. So we're going to run the program or create a program using text box and label only. So let's start. So on design, I'm going to change the background color into black. So solid fill, I'm going to change it into black. It's easier for me to check my work if my background is color black. So let's go to developer. So let's insert here the text box. So we do have here text box 1. Then next, go to properties. So it went outside, so I'm going to drag it here. So properties, the name here is textbox1. I'm going to change this into txt1. Wait. Okay. So text1. txt1. Next, I'm going to type here maybe 99 to see the text here. It's easier for me to increase the font if I have value inside. So I'm just only going to click font. Let's wait. Okay. So the font tab will appear here. So I'm going to use my favorite font, Arial, narrow bold, maybe size 100. Yeah, I think I'm going to increase it more into 200. Okay, so guys, I need to adjust this. Okay, so text align center 2. So we're going to see it. Okay, now we do have the text box 1. I'm going to clear this. So now txt1, I'm going to click this, the Control-D, txt2. So you don't need to change the font. It's already in narrow bold size 200 since it's a exact copy of txt1. So we're going to change this into txt2. Call base, since it's a call base, we're not going to use command button. So we're going to place it here on this side. Now we do need the label to display our answer. So I want it exactly the size of this. So I just only trace the size, place it here. I'm going to put number here. I'm going to maybe widen the width, since if we're going to multiply 99 by 99, it's too large number. It's a large number, so we need to enlarge also the size. Oh, I forgot. So this will be the answer, maybe for addition. Control C later. So maybe let's insert here 4 digits. Text align center, caption 9999. For example, 9 times 9. Just assume. So I'm going to add the font here. Change the font into narrow bold, maybe size 75. I'm going to enlarge it more into 100. Okay, I think it's better. Then I'm going to resize this 99. So I have here the value for addition. So I'm going to change the back color into red. It signifies that it's addition. I'm going to copy it, duplicate it exactly. So this one, I'm going to change this into LBL add. This one is LBL sub. So I'm going to change the background color into orange, signifies that this is for subtraction. Control V. This is for, I'm going to change the background color into yellow. Oh, is this yellow? This one. This one is LBL mul, designated for multiplication. Then the last is going to use the background color green. So background color, so LBL div or divide. Okay, div. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to make it center like this. No, not totally center. So we're going to display our answer without the. No, we're going to run the program without the use of any command button. So I'm going to delete the value here and caption and do this caption. Okay, right there. So LBL add sub mul and div txt2 txt1. Okay, let's start. So first, let's go to view code. So when you press view code, it will appear like this. Sorry, I am using dual screen. That's the reason why it appears on the other monitor, other screen. So slide 1. This is a slide 1. This one. Okay. Now, since we're here, we need to click this. So slide 1. We need to generate first the dimension or the string to use. So what will happen if we change the value on the txt1 or the txt2? We need this, set the standard first. So since there's no button, we're not going to use button, we're going to use the call. So this is a call based presentation, call based programming. So we're going to type here private sub underscore, no need for underscore, call private sub call, oh no, sorry, private sub call, wait, just to clarify things here. Okay, no need for underscore. So and sub. Okay, so we're going to put our, we don't need this space, private sub. I don't know, private sub cmd, no. Okay, para it's easier for us. Okay, now going to change this private sub compute. Maybe the program doesn't want to use call, so we're going to use compute since this is the basic code that we really needed, or this is the basis of our program. So we need to use the dimension dim. How many we do have here 2 inputs. These are our inputs, the txt1 and the txt2. And how many outputs? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from here, dim a and b, dim as integer. This will represent our inputs, integer inputs. Dim c, d, e, and f as double. Now Stands for addition, D for subtraction, E for multiplication, and F for division. So we do need here representation of our code. We need the representation for us to really understand, or it's easier for us to use letters instead of manually typing the long names. So we're going to represent it into letters. So let's start. So under this, so A is equal to the value of txt1.text. Next, B is equal to the value of txt2.text. Now, so A and B are integers. So A, this one, txt1, B, txt2. Next here, so C is equal to, we're going to apply the operation A plus B. Right, A plus B. Next, D is equal to A minus B. This D is for subtraction. E is equal to A times B. And the last is F is equal to A divided by B. Now, there's some errors here, since what if we don't have any value from A or from B in division? So there's a debug will happen, which we can't prevent. We can't. So, but if we're going to add error, on error, if we're going to add this from the start, so on error, resume next. So whatever error happens, it will just continue computing, or it will continue run the program. So on error, if it detects an error, the debug, it will just resume to the next. So now, since we're done with the first part of our code, we need the representation. What's the representation here? So since we already have our inputs, we have the operations, then now we do need our output to display. So what we need here is lbl add that caption is equal to C. So whatever number letter C will produce, it will display on lbl add, and lbl add is your color red label here. So you just only need to duplicate this, Control V, sub. See, I type it small, but it turns into big letter S, because I coded it here capital S. So that's the first thing you will realize, that you already have those tools if it changed into capital letter, the way you named it on properties here. So if we're going to look at it, subs capital S, so let's click this, it's capital M. So I'm going to type it here, small m, for you to see. So small m, this is capital M, so LBLM. So I'm going to click it here, so see, it changed into capital. So instead of C, I'm going to type it E, enter. So Control V again, then here is div, that's letter F. Okay, now since we're done with this, so remember this, compute. So what we need now is, since we don't have button here, we're going to use this to text box. So whenever we change the value, whenever we change the value inside of this to, it will automatically compute So let's click it here. Just double click it. It says here, the txt1 underscore change. We do need the change. So every time we change the value inside, it will automatically compute. So we need to type it call. So we're going to call compute. But where's compute? This one. This is the compute. It says here, whenever you change the value on txt1, it will call compute. What's under compute? This. So since we only have two input devices or inputs, so just click it here, type it here, call compute. Sorry for the input devices. Okay, so let's test it. So I'm going to click it in reading view now. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. So I'm going to type here 20C. So it doesn't debug because we already put the on error resume next. It will prevent from debugging. So 5. See, so if I change this into 32, automatically computes for the answer. See, easy. Now for your activity, I'm going to for your activity, you just only need to follow this. But what you need to do is to make sure that the color assigned for addition. So if you're just only going to watch this and you did not finish this, here's your activity and the instruction. You need to change the color of the for or the text color here. For example, here on this one, you need to change the for color here into yellow. Oh, sorry, it's border. I need to apply. No, it didn't. So now here you need to not the for color. So instead of red here, you're going to change it into green. This one into yellow. Multiplication assigned color is orange, and division assigned color is red. So then you just only need to reverse the color, so it will become green, yellow, orange, and red. So that will be your activity. Now that's not yet done. Since it's only a 2 input activities, you need to do it by 3. So you need to add another input here as well as on your code here. You need to add another input here, same number of outputs, but 3. You need to use 3 inputs. Again, you need to provide 3 inputs and 4 outputs. Again, this is a call base. Okay, I'm going to type it here. So I'm going to change the color here. Call based programming. 3 inputs and 4 outputs. Submit before Saturday. Again, sorry, Saturday. Again, I already You posted a reminder earlier that you need to provide yourself a laptop with Microsoft Office, PowerPoint 20, Microsoft Office 13 and up to do this activity. So again, if you don't have that, you did not install it yet, sorry, but you need to write it down. You need to explain it from the start, the way I did it. You need to derive your own interface. Maybe if you want your inputs, place it here, then your outputs, you think, place it on this side. I'm going to put this here. For example, like this. It's up to you, so you need to derive your own base if you don't have Microsoft Office. But if you do have, it's up to you if you want to use it also. It's okay. Okay, so I guess this is clear for us that you did submit it before Saturday. So thank you, and wait for the next video. Bye.